Hey everybody, welcome back to some more early morning barking, talking about BPD and NPD by somebody that has both. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and do all the socially things scrolling past you on the screen. Check out my Patreon because I've been putting stuff on there. I'm quite liking it so far. There's more to come. So, today's a difficult question, I think. I was going to say big one. I don't know. It's fairly philosophical. Do I matter? It's a big question. There's a lot to say around that. Do I matter? It really depends on your point of view, doesn't it? And I think this issue affects people with BPD and people with NPD differently. There's something about mattering on both sides, right? On the BPD side, you've got the worry, the thinking you don't matter, the everyone hates me, they're just tolerating me, I don't matter, they wouldn't miss me if I wasn't here tomorrow. That kind of thing. And on the other side, on the NPD, you've got, of course I fucking matter, I am all that matters, how dare you suggest otherwise? And living with both of those is fun. Not really. It's an interesting thing because you apply it differently to different situations and different things. I mean, to ask the question, do I matter? Arguably, no. No, you don't, and neither do I, and neither does anybody else, and neither does anything ever that has happened. We're just like meat on a rock in space, and that's it. What we do is irrelevant, and one day this will all end. So does it matter? I don't know. That's debatable, isn't it? But it's no good to just say, "Oh, existence is futile. I'm just going to sit here." No, you've got to live your life, right? You exist. You're here now. You might as well do something, right? And so you have to decide, do you matter? See, it's not entirely up to other people. It's also up to you. You can make it so that you absolutely don't matter. You can do that. It's really easy to do. Just cut yourself off from the world. Just don't have friends. Don't care about anything or anyone. Don't go out. Don't do stuff. And you won't matter. It's really easy. If you want to go down that route, I don't know why you would. But if that's true, then is the inverse true? Can we make ourselves matter? Well, yeah. Yeah, you can. That can be a thing. You do the opposite of what I've just said, right? You make connections with other humans. You become part of people's lives. You interact with the world and the society that you live in. And the more you do that, the more you will matter. And it's an important thing. We all want to matter. I mean, that's what both these personality disorders are getting at. They both want to matter. Neither of them are bothered about not mattering. There's fear of not mattering on one side. That it's an outright fear of it, just needing to know I must matter. There must be somebody who cares about me. We need that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what humans are like. And you can choose to have that. You just need to interact in the world. I'm not going to start telling you how to interact in the world, right? I mean, and maybe it's something that's gone unsuccessfully in the past. Okay. But come on. We're none of us unable to make human connections, right? We can do it. Even if we've gone wrong in the past. I've done so many things wrong in the past that I've tried again. And I don't just mean human interaction. I mean, so many things in life. Just because you don't do them right for a while doesn't mean you're incapable of doing them and doesn't mean you won't do them. So you can decide to get out and matter. And that's important for both sides of this equation, right? Of course, it's a reassuring thing I want to say to people with BPD. You do matter, and you can matter, and there will be people, however you feel right now, who you matter to. That's the thing. And if you feel there are too few people you matter to, then you can find more. But on the NPD side of things, it's equally as important to have that reassurance that you can matter. Because just because we're telling you that we do doesn't mean we feel that we do. The NPD is armor, right? It's a pretense. It's how we'd want to be compared to how we feel we are. We feel the opposite of what's coming out. So the more we behave like we matter, the more we tell you that we matter, the less we feel like we do. It's one of those sad bits of it, really. It is a bit sad. Like, you know, this self-aggrandizing is because we feel we don't matter, because we feel that we aren't what we feel we should be. It's an inadequacy, a failure. And so to those people, I would also say, yeah, but you can actually matter. It doesn't need to be this fickle, enforced form of mattering. I've said matter so many times in this video, it's beginning to sound weird in my own head. Matter, 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 matter. Anyway, so the thing to replace it with in NPD, right? Dealing with it in NPD, you want to replace deal with the thing that's causing the pain and the outburst here is making you act like you matter to people when you don't, and enforcing that on them, when in actual fact you can replace it with actually mattering. It doesn't have to be some sort of weird non-substitution, something there in place of mattering to people. You can actually get the real thing, and it's straightforward-ish to do. It's not a complicated path. I understand it, right. We know where we need to head. It's not necessarily so easy. There might be other things we have to work on the way, but it's a clear path. It's not a mystery that in order to matter to people, you need to have people in your life, people who like you. You have to be somebody who can be liked. And you can be, if you're not. Sorry. We're all here learning social skills, aren't we? And I'm sure that we'll all be at various stages along this. And I'm sure that I'm talking to some people who are petrified at the idea of interacting with new humans. And I'm also talking to people who are very charming and very good at talking to new people and making themselves popular. There's a whole spectrum of you out there. And it's very difficult to address everybody at one time sometimes, and this is definitely one of those times when I say go out and make connections with people. Some of you are like, well, yeah, I'm doing that. I do that. That's my hobby. And others of you like, go out? Don't be ridiculous. Talk to people, but they hate me. It's all okay. I guess with the making new connections, I'm talking more to the people on the underconfident side of things. This is a skill you have to learn. Well, no, you don't. You have a choice, right? You can learn this skill. Or you can not learn it and stay at home on your own and feel sad. And I think if you wanted to do that, you wouldn't be here watching me and listening to me. So you're going to have to learn the skill of going out and talking to people. It's totally a skill that can be learned. It's not a gift. It's not a talent. It's not anything like that. It is just something you practice. And it takes so much bravery. That's the tough bit. How to do it is really easy. And really, I think you know how to do it. You've seen numerous examples throughout your life of how to interact with people. Watch some TV. It's on there, right? Pick something good. And it's the bravery. And maybe you're getting braver. Maybe you can have a go at being brave. Just, I don't know, baby steps, eh? Break it down. But you can matter more. So the answer to the question, do I matter? Depends on your point of view. But probably. And also no. That's what I'm sticking with. I'll see you later. Bye.